Hello, 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 and welcome to Three Fights. I'm sorry, they're replays. Oh, buh, 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 buh. Um, I'm doing this to show off Ed because he's actually still kind of really good. You just have to use him properly. It seems weird, but countering any debuff is kind of cracked, except for, of course, like Seal. But that's one debuff out of like 38. So, um, and I did change his build recently to make him faster, so now he cuts pretty well. Also, fun fact, Ed is my initials, my actual initials, and also Adia's initials. Well, first two letters. Fun fact, a little bit of symmetry there. Or I guess coincidental. Anyway, this first match, very clearly cleave. I knew immediately because they banned Ilanov and they banned Bellion, which means they are going to ban Protect Ludwig. So I first picked Senya, then Yolha as Aureus, and then Ed and Dilibet because they second picked Bryceria. And then they picked Frida and Polly. Frida I can't let escape because she cleanses debuffs. She essentially disincentivizes them from caring about Ed's counter. And then I picked Bunny Dom last pick because they have to ban her or else Ludwig does nothing. Which is supremely funny to me. I banned Frida because I can't let her exist. I do have to say, though, that this was a very confusing fight. Very confusing fight. So they have three books. They have 6 souls. However you want to do that. Zio goes, and Zio doesn't soul burn. I'm like, okay. Completely understand they don't want to waste one of their Ludwig procs for Zio. Perfectly understandable. Now it's Bryceria's turn. And Bryceria also doesn't soul burn. And I do not know why. Ed, if you could get a good debuff on Ludwig, restrict not the best, but I cut because I don't, and I hit them with the why didn't you soul burn? And then I just kill Ludwig. In what world do you not soul burn that? You still have 40 souls. In what world do you not soul burn that? It's absolutely wild. Next fight, another personal victory for me because so I had first pick. I go with Ilanov because she is my go-to first pick. They respond with Flanane Tywin, which is the most big-brained thing I've ever seen. Almost every single fight that I fight that isn't cleave. So I respond with Senya and Sali because Ilanov Senya Sali is very solid at the moment. And my Sali is now on Magic Bubble Maker, so hooray. She does little extra debuffs. They go for Knockwall, which immediately makes me dislike this person with every single cell in my body. So I respond with Ed and Laya. They have to get rid of one of them if they want to reset me. If they want to just seal Ed, that's also perfectly fine. And then they go DDR and Strays. And Strays is the biggest telegraph in the world of who they're going to ban. Just the biggest telegraph that has ever existed, ever. Because he defense pens. Guess who they're banning? That's right, they're banning Ilanov. So I get rid of DDR because I can handle Strays. Senya's probably gonna die, but I'm still left with 3 very powerful units after she dies. Provided my 256 Laya is not faster than him, which she is not. But again, perfectly fine. They're just gonna S1. Sali, it doesn't do anything. And then we get to say goodbye to Senya. I didn't know that Flan was that fast. She's like 240, which is very fast. So I'm just going to S1. It does prove to me that the Flan has no bulk whatsoever, 10k. But now the important thing is, does she have damage? Solly's at half. She does not have damage. Great. So Ed solos this now. Ed and Laya just solo this now. The two last picks that they did not get rid of just solo this now. Because Ed is going to S3 into Flan. And I win the 50-50, so there goes Flan. Knockwall can do what Knockwall wants. I give him the Knockwall no because I despise every single person that ban protects Knockwall or uses Knockwall in any regard because she is my most hated unit. Anyway, now, I don't care that Ed is sealed. I'm going to kill Strays. And hey, I still have my cleanse on Laya, so let's just go ahead and get rid of that seal. So now, Tywin, if you want to rip an S3, you are more than welcome. But they're going to go into Laya. Solly's going to go. We're going to kill the Strays just in case they get like 18 dual attacks in a row. Now that Laya has used her S2, Knockwall is going to S3. Ed is not going to enjoy that. And then they're going to kill Solly. Oh wait, they didn't even kill Solly. That's right. Immensely funny to me. But they really can't do anything against Ed. Like now Solly finally goes down. But like, okay. You sealed Ed. Congratulations, Tywin's dead. And they quit. Oh god, it feels so good. Destroying Knockwall ban protectors. It is the best thing in the world. And then we have this person, Vietinbank. In 2AF in Asia, they go for Flan LRK, which is a spicy take. And by spicy, I mean about as spicy as brown sugar. So I go with Ilanov, Laya, expecting the Knockwall. They go for Solitus, who I recently unbanned. And you may have seen from these last two, or last three. So this Luna I lost to was an Edika's, because the only ones I ever fight are the Edika's ones, that S2, 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 S3, S2, which is just an awful play pattern to fight against. So I started banning Mage Luna. And they banned Bellion and Ilanov because they're a cleaver. And then Mage Luna Harsetti. Mage Luna Harsetti. Hooray! 2 pre-bans in Emperor. It's just like Masters. Or I guess Gold. Just 2 pre-bans. Wonderful stuff. Anyway, they go for Solly. Because I'd rather face Solly than Mage Luna at this point. Because at least Solly either S1s or S3s. She does not have an S2 that is on a 1.5 turn cooldown, or a half turn cooldown if she's on Edika's. I go for Solly because Flan. Then they go Sharoon and DDR. Sharoon's not the best into Solitaria because Solitaria has so many other debuffs. And plus I have Laya, so all I really need to do is pick someone good into Solitus. Which is Celine and Ed. I already have Laya. Celine's good into Solitus. Ed is good into their entire team except for Flan. I ban out LRK so they don't constantly get barriers because I have... They're not going to ban Ed. They're not going to ban Ed, so I ban LRK. And that does turn out to be the correct choice. Sharoon's on Sacred Tree Branch. Sacred Tree Branch. This Flan is immensely slow, so this one probably has more damage. DDR is not going to risk the S3 just because, I mean, Lai is coming up. They're going to S1, try to stun. Don't get it. Flan, 15k HP Flan, so this one probably also doesn't have any damage. They're going to go into Solly. Does 10k plus a Venom. I don't really need to hold Laya's S3 for anything because I very much plan on killing DDR at the moment. Because right now, DDR is the biggest problem. His ability to give everybody the ability to kill me is not great. So we're just going to wear him down a little bit. He doesn't appear to be on Guardian Ice Crystals, which is fantastic. I stun the Solly right before she's going to go, which is fantastic. S1 into Ilanov, no stun, which means I can kill DDR. And that's pretty much everything I wanted for Christmas. Goodbye, DDR. Solly gets put in a barrier. Now we just focus Flan because Sharoon and Solitus can't literally do anything against Ed. They S1 into Ed, which is a mistake. Now Sharoon also has Restrict on her, which is fine by me. Because that means that her S3 will not gain her any CR, and her S2 passive will not gain her any CR. So she is very much not a threat at the moment. She's going to do this. It's going to do debuffs on everybody but Ed, which is, you know, perfectly acceptable. Solitus no longer has rage buff, so I'm not scared of her anymore either. Like, see, Sharoon didn't even pop up, so there's quite literally nothing they can do. Ed, just kill Flan, and we'll be done with this. Done with this farce. I give them the shaky Luna, because it's funny to me. There goes Flan. And then they're dead. They have no damage. And that got me back into Emperor, which I will fall out overnight because I'm not trying for Emperor. I'm just doing my stuff. Anyway, let me show you Ed because I did bump him up. Still only has 20k. He's so difficult to get HP on. 95.6% crit chance and 300 crit damage. Pretty fun. He just, I don't know, 100% crit chance isn't super necessary. I'll get more of him through like memory imprints. I mean, I only need like what, 2 more. And then he has 100% crit chance. He's on my lowest Sigurd because if you can believe it, Hua Young, who is currently having her geared held by Rem, will be my plus 30 Sigurd. And I don't have enough. Ravi's holding a Sigurd. I have so many Sigurds and not enough Sigurds. Anyway, yeah, almost 220 speed. His defense sucks. His defense is abysmal. But that's perfectly fine. He's very helpful in this meta. But yeah, thank you for watching. I love all of you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.